Hey guys, today we're going to be in the Old Testament journaling edition from Deseret Book, and we are going to be in 1 Samuel chapter 3. But we're not going to work in our book just yet, so we can put that off to the side. The first thing that we're going to do is we are going to attach our jumbo paper clip to the side of our white felt. Now you're going to want a straight edge to do that. Mine is a straight edge. If yours is all ski-wompy, you might want to wait to do this until after you've cut it out. So then we're going to get our smallest banner and we're going to attach it to the vellum, and I'm just using some glue runner, AdTech Craft glue runner. And then we're going to flip that over and do the same thing, and we're going to attach the vellum to the large floral banner. And you're not going to see the top part, so it's okay to put the glue dots over the clear vellum. And then after we have those all attached at the top, we're going to hot glue this whole thing to the white felt. Now I am gluing this down first and then I am cutting it out. But like I said, if your felt is not straight and you need to get that cut first, then just cut out so that it matches the same shape as your large banner, and then you can hot glue it and finish any adjustments that you need with some scissors. Now I'm using fabric scissors because it's easier to cut the felt, but you don't have to have that. You can use regular scissors. It's just not going to be as easy. But fabric scissors are super sharp and are wonderful when cutting out felt. Now I'm going to take the thread that is in our kit and I'm going to wrap it around 2 fingers. It should be about 15-ish times. And then yours should already be cut. So you're going to wrap it around 2 fingers and then slide it off and cut one side. And this is to help make a little tassel. So you have all these pieces, and if you have any that are not working, you can just take them off if they're sticking out funny. Now we're laying that out flat, and we are going to attach a jump ring around the middle of this thread. So using some jewelry tools, we're just going to pry the jump ring open and put the thread inside in the middle, and then using the same one-handed, you're going to close it in on itself, and then you can use 2 to kind of adjust it so it's closed tighter. And once that's all wrapped around the jump ring, we're going to use the extra little piece of thread that's in your bag to tie a loop around it, tie a little knot around where the middle is so that it's all folded over on itself. Now when you have a really good knot and it's holding together, then you can trim off any of the extra that's hanging off, and you want to trim it fairly close so it doesn't stick out funny. And also after that is all trimmed, then you want to take your scissors and just trim the bottom of the entire tassel so it's all one sharp length and not sticking out in a bunch of different lengths. Now we're going to take the second jump ring, we're going to pry it open, and we're going to put it in our pom-pom ribbon, and it could be like after maybe 2 pom-poms. Now leaving it open, we're going to add the tassel by the jump ring and then close that tassel so that it's inside of that jump ring is the pom-pom ribbon as well as the tassel. Now if you don't have these jewelry tools, that's totally okay. You can just skip the jump rings and you can just hot glue your tassel onto your pom-pom ribbon with hot glue and just completely avoid the tassels. The jump rings are kind of fun because then it can move around a little more, but don't feel like it's completely necessary, and you can't do this part if you don't have jewelry tools. And then after we're done attaching that firmly to our pom-pom ribbon, we are going to hot glue the entire pom-pom ribbon to the top of our banners. Trim off any extra hanging off the sides, and then you're going to want to put some hot glue on the sides of the pom-pom ribbon so that it doesn't fray away later on. Now we are attaching this little pink flower to our elephant, and we're just going to add that with some hot glue. And then we're going to attach our elephant to our banner by putting 3 3D foam squares on the other side of it. So we're going to put it on one ear and 2 on the body, and we're gonna have the other ear kind of hanging off a little bit, so it doesn't really need it. Now I attached the elephant so that you can see all 3 pieces of the banner underneath it, and then that allows the learning to listen stickers to have their own little spacing, and it just kind of works out well that way. If you put it too low, then it might look a little more confusing not knowing what the layers of the banner are. But as always, you can do whatever you think is best. Now we're going to attach the sequence dots, and we're going to use our hot glue gun, and I do it just like this so that the biggest one's on the bottom and then the 2 smaller ones are above it. Because there's a hole in the middle, you'll probably have to clean out the little holes from the hot glue that seeps through. Now we can attach this entire piece to the side margin of our scripture page with the paper clip on the back side. It'll just slide right on, and you can keep it at the bottom, you can pull it up higher, wherever you want. This next step is optional. If you still have some glossy accents lying around, I have added this to the eyeballs of the elephant, and it just helps make it stand out when it's dry. It just makes him look more alive, and you're going to want to let that sit and dry for a few hours before you touch it. Now, using a glue stick, I'm going to glue both of these tabs together. The paper is just really thin, and so adding a little cardstock backing to it will help it to hold together and not get all bent up as easily. And now we're going to add the Hear Him sticker label to the top of the tab. And then we're going to attach that to the tab again with a glue stick just on the bottom half, and we'll secure that in place also after that's on there with some washi tape. I'm trying to off center it so that it's not exactly where the one behind it is, so that all of our tabs are in different places. But you can put it wherever works best with where your tabs on your previous pages are at. And finally, we're going to add a little sticker to the corner. Now this one has 3 layers, and I don't want it to be sticking up that high, so I'm going to remove one of them so that there's only 2 layers on there of stickers, and that means I have to scratch off some of the adhesive that's on top of that. If you like it sticking up that high, then you don't have to, and everyone's sticker at the top is going to look a little bit different. And that's it. We'll see you guys next time. Be sure to subscribe so that you can stay up to date on all of our latest video releases. Bye!